For the shark, you're going to use 2 gray 260s and 1 white 260. Alright, so blow those up, and that gray one, it's going to be about 4 to 5 finger lengths left at the end, and that white's going to be the same. Those are for the main body of the shark, and this is going to be for the dorsal fin with about 2 finger lengths left. Alright, so go ahead and grab the white and the gray, those first two we looked at that are the same, and tie those ends together. And this is going to be the bottom tail of the shark. Alright, so right about there, it's about 4 fingers across. And what I want to do is make sure to push one of those balloons through that opening so it's nice and snug. Alright, go ahead and do that next section, which is going to be a little bit bigger than the first one we made, about 6 finger lengths. Twist right there. And then grab one of those balloons, doesn't matter which one, and then pull it through so it locks it in place. Otherwise it can unravel right there. Alright, the next section here, the third section that we're making, is even bigger than the last one we just made. So this is going to be the front of the shark, so decide how big you want that to be. I'm going to go right there. And then go ahead and pull that through. Alright, so we're going to bring those 2 balloons on the end there, and we're going to wrap it back around so the gray meets gray and the white meets white. Alright, so you want to twist into place here so that both sides are even. So find your spot and then twist it all together. And go ahead and push that through right there. Okay, so we'll go back down the shark body there and continue to make that middle section. Just make sure it's the same size. Twist that in. Alright, that upper section is going to keep coming undone, but later you can fix that when you put in the fin at the top. So we'll make that last section there the same as the other tail. So I'm doing about 4 of my fingers there. Twist it around several times and then push that through. This helps you to tie it in nice and tight on the end. And I'm going to go ahead and pull those off. So we don't need that excess there. Alright, go ahead and tie that off. And then pull off the gray one. And at this point you can just tie them together to save yourself a step, or you could tie that gray first and then tie them together. I also like to pull off little excess pieces there, so I'm going to bite that off. Alright, so we'll grab that next balloon there with 2 fingers left over, uninflated. This is going to be the fins of the shark. So make these fins decent size, nice big loop twist there. So you can see it's going to be that size for both fins. Now pick where you want it to be, twist it in place, and then wrap that nozzle through a couple times. Alright, pull to each side, you can find the center and then bring it back in and then twist right in the middle. Alright, so that's going to be the fins, one on each side that you can put into your shark. Okay, and at this point I like to twist right here, so a shorter end of the loop, so it creates that arc right there. And then just do the same thing on the other side. I like to match that same size. So just twist in a smaller section of that loop that we just created for our fin. So that makes a nice arc there. Makes it a little bit more shark-like. Alright, grab that main shark body that we just made. And you're just going to push the end of this third balloon we've been working with here for the fins, and push it up through the side in between the gray and white. And then after that, push it up through the middle between those two grays. And at this point, you're going to simultaneously put in one of those fins into the middle and out to the other side. So I kind of pull out the top and pull through the side at the same time. And this gets the fins right in place, right where you want them. And at this point, you can create that top fin. And it's a shark, so I make it pretty tall there. So it's a prominent dorsal fin. And so I make this next section a little bit longer too, so it sticks up nice and high. So I pick the distance I want. Right there looks good. And then I'm going to wrap it in that middle section there. And if you notice that had unraveled a little bit, that tends to happen sometimes. So when you pop this section of the balloon in, it's nice because it'll keep it in place. So I'm going to wrap that through a couple of times so it's all secure. And now I can just pop off that excess because I don't need it. All right, so just cut it with my teeth, let go, and then hide that extra piece there. And that is the shark body. It's looking really good. We're just gonna go ahead and draw some eyes and a couple gills. So you can be creative with this. I just do some slanted eyes that goes with the body of the shark, and then I just do 3 lines on each side. You can do mouths or whatever you want. All right, and that is the shark. Good job, guys. Looks really, really good.